So I had an idea, like us YouTubers usually do. I decided let's make the NBA only shoot threes. Yes, in today's video, we are seeing what if every NBA player could only shoot three-pointers. In order to do this, we do have to go all the way into our options, our settings, and then general. You go over just a couple times to simulation. Now what I'm doing is I'm turning the pace all the way to max, possessions and shots all the way to the max, leaving these normal, and then when it comes to shot types, we're making it so they pretty much only attempt three-pointers. So as you can see how frequently they attempt medium range, close, layups, and dunks, those are all lowered to 0, and a shot percentage or shot attempt percentage is all the way at 100. I also edited how often players make these shots, so now players won't make their mid-range, their close range, their layups, or their dunks, and they're only going to be making threes. I'm not going to make it 100 because then they'll never miss, but we did boost it to an 80, and they can shoot free throws because sure, why not? Now on top of this, I will be going to every NBA player and lowering their layup, their close, and their mid-range stats as low as I possibly can, along with their dunk, so that the only shooting stat they have left is the three-point and the free throw shot. So players like Giannis, they might be in trouble with him only having a 72-3. He's still going to be a good player. He still might be a 90, but after we lower the ratings of all these players, we'll see who is now the top player in the league. I have a feeling that it's going to end up being Curry. He's a pretty darn good shooter. I mean, the dude has a 99-3. So most likely the best scorer will end up being Curry, maybe Damian Lillard. We can sort by three-point in a second here. But as you can see, every single player right here in the entire league, they all have a 25 close, mid, dunk, shot, and layup. When it comes to threes, the top three-point shooters are Curry, you got Harris, you got this Walton guy I've never heard of, you got KD, you got Carl, you got Clay, you got D-Book, you got Cam Johnson. I mean, pretty big names here, but now after lowering the shooting, the best player in the NBA is still Giannis, followed by Embiid, Kawhi, LeBron, Jimmy Butler, Curry, Morant, Davis, Luka, and KD. Those are your top 10 players. Now for three-point though, most of those big name players really aren't there. I think you see Curry and KD, and that's about it for three-point. The next closest is Luka. Now Trae Young, another guy really known for his three-point shot. Not the highest overall, but still at a 79. We shall see. Now this video is going to be a 5-year simulation, and we're also going to be following the Golden State Warriors simply because, well, they have the greatest three-point shooter of all time in Curry. They also have Klay Thompson, who, if you don't know, I don't know how you would know this, he can also shoot those threes. We're about, what, 6 games into the season, and I want to look at who's leading the league. At 29 points, it would be Luka. He has 14 rebounds. Now, rebounds are going to go through the roof because players are going to be missing a lot more shots here, but you can already see the top 10, pretty similar to how it usually is, but Karl Anthony Towns is third in scoring, averaging 26. Beal, Curry, Donovan, and Tatum. I mean, hey, they're all shooting. Darius Garland's up here, and Brogdon's up here, which is shocking. Sadiq Bey is up there. Obviously, it's only like 2 weeks into the season, but so far, a lot of different names being in different spots. We've arrived at the All-Star break and the trade deadline. We're going to take a little peek at the stats. Luka still on top. Trae Young, Donovan Mitchell, Curry, Harden, Tatum, Lillard, Towns dropped, and Beal is only averaging 20. He is a 74 overall though, so 24-74 overall is pretty crazy. Curry isn't dominating this like I expected him to, but that's okay. Now Ben Simmons is a player that, I mean, would usually be garbage, but as you can see, I lowered all of his shooting stats. He's an 80 overall, which is higher than players like Trae Young, higher than Draymond Green. Ben Simmons is a higher overall than Donovan Mitchell. He's higher than a lot of these players who are putting up a lot of points, but he's also only putting up 8 because he can't shoot anything other than three-pointers, and we all know Ben Simmons is not a shooter. The end of the very first season of this experiment ends with Luka winning MVP, but he also averaged 15 rebounds, which has to be because of the amount of shot chucking people are doing. Another thing to look at is his field goal percentage was only 37, 27, and Cade's was 30, who, by the way, Cade won Rookie of the Year if you can't tell. Players in this simulation have watched their field goal percentage get tanked as Kevin Love, a guy who's usually a pretty good shooter, is now shooting 36% from the field, also 39 from 3, as he wins 6th Man of the Year. Giannis still wins Defensive Player of the Year, but as you can tell, it affected him quite a bit, only shooting threes. He only averaged 18 points. He did get 17 rebounds and 2 blocks, but his field goal percentage was a very, very weak 27% and 36% from 3. So he had an awful season, and Lonzo Ball, one of your most improved, averaging 17 and 5 with 2 steals a game, and he actually had the highest field goal percentage out of all the award winners so far for this first season, and the Jazz look to end up having the best, season with Quinn Snyder being your coach of the year. If you look at your All-NBA first teams, it's the same kind of guys you see every year, but Jokic only averaging 16 and 15, LeBron averaging 20, you have Giannis at 18, James Harden averaging 27, and Luka averaging 31 and 15 is kind of crazy. Now, 2 players who I thought would do good in the simulation because, well, they're kind of three-point masters. Trae Young and Curry both put up pretty good numbers. Tatum did pretty well. Jimmy did pretty well, although he's been shooting awful from the three-point line so far in real life. And then AD, the man of glass, he's on the All-NBA second team. And then we also got LaMelo Ball, Darius Garland, Kawhi, Julius Randle, and Joel Embiid. Speaking of Kawhi, I saw a take on TikTok saying this is the most toxic player in the entire league because he left San Antonio and Toronto for no reason, and nobody ever holds him accountable for losing. Hey, I'm not going to say agree or disagree, but it's something cool to see now. Atlanta is the first seed, so is Utah, and Curry barely, I don't even think he'll make the playoffs because he's a 9th. Yeah, he loses in the first round. That is tough, but, LeBron somehow makes playoffs, although he has no spacing on that. He just swept the first seed. LeBron really just did that. Okay. He said, hey, little Codeine, shut your damn mouth. Don't run your mouth about me. I'm the best. And we get a, whoa. Okay, hold up. We get an opposite, reversed version of last year's real-life finals here. The Suns end up winning in 6 instead of Milwaukee. And you know what? Chris Paul, he's probably going to be finals MVP. I think Grayson Allen... Oh, never mind. I was going to say Grayson Allen might be the leading scorer. How is Jeremy Grant there? Okay, Brook Lopez got traded for Jeremy Grant. And, the Bucks still didn't help them right there. The player retirements, I don't really need to go over. It's a bunch of old dudes. I don't know how JJ Redick's retired. Dude, all you can do is shoot threes. Stay in the league, please. Boban, though, his career's over. He's 7-4, and they aren't even giving him enough. I mean, he averaged 10 and 9. Probably his best season of all time, and, he still didn't do much, and Joe Johnson retires. Kind of sad, Joe. I thought Joe retired like 6 years ago, and then he came back this year, played 1 game for Boston, and then was gone again. I don't know what it was, but it was a strange situation. To make sure that no draft class interferes with this simulation or with this experiment, the draft class is a bunch of 41-year-old 5'4" garbage mans, so they're not going to matter. I'm going to just sim into the next season. We're going to see what happens, who wins the second chip. Phoenix, so far, has proven to be the best team in an era where three-pointers are the only thing that can be used. I mean, obviously, some people are still accidentally shooting, like, layups and stuff. I can't really stop them completely, but... now you're looking at teams where everybody's 70 overalls besides some stars. I mean, Zion's barely an 83. Tyrese is an 80. Jokic, 84. They still have 380s somehow, so shout out to Brooklyn. They also got Joe Harris, who's a sniper, but he's a 69 overall. You got Luka and Mo Bamba. Good for you. James Johnson's also there. He knows Taekwondo or something like that. LeBron and AD are probably the best duo in the league. I think they're the other team with 2 80s. You got Bam and Jimmy. You got Trae Young and Capela. You got Ja and Jaren Jackson. Paul George is a 77. Tatum's an 86, so I think he's one of the higher rated. Giannis is still an absolute beast. It's him, Luka, Ja, Embiid, and Curry as your top 5, with Tatum barely outside of that top 5. He'll probably get there soon because Curry's getting old, but hey, somehow Giannis, with none of his scoring, he literally can't score, is somehow doing good. Now, over time, their insides are going to slowly get better, so I got to make sure I'm consistently lowering these, which is going to be a little bit of a painful task. Well, the very next season, obviously, Luka's going to repeat MVP because this man is Jesus in every 2K, even NBA 2K16, which I did do a bunch of streams simulating his career on NBA 2K16, and he became the next Wilt Chamberlain, so that's cool to see. Duarte ends up winning Rookie of the Year. I guess he didn't play last year, and he played this this year, we're probably not going to see the Rookie of the Year award very often because Garbage Man is Garbage Man, so it'll mainly go to players who have never played before, but they were drafted like 6 years ago. Drummond is your sixth man of the year, averaging 14 rebounds a game. Matisse Thybulle is your defensive player of the year. And Tyrese Haliburton is most improved player, averaging 22, which seems pretty hard to do in this league. Let's see any crazy All-NBA inclusions. Nothing nuts, nothing unrealistic. So that's kind of cool to see. The best team in the league are the Timberwolves and the Cavs. Curry is the worst team in the entire league as they are the 15th seed. If we go to league leaders in terms of points, it goes Luka, Trae, KD, Garland, Tatum, Kyrie, and then Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns poured in those buckets. James Harden is there, Cade Cunningham's there, Shea is there, Ja is there, Booker on the Trailblazers is there, and then you also got LeBron, you know, holding up that 14 spot, and then right at 15 is Paul George. Now the rebounds, like I said, are pretty crazy. I mean, you got Rudy at 16, Vucevic at 15, Giannis at 15, DeAndre, like, you have players putting up some insane numbers in terms of rebound. Assists are pretty similar, except we don't have anybody in 8, 9, or 10 averages. Everyone's about 7.6 and under. Luka leading the league in assists and close to rebounds and leading the league in points. No wonder he won MVP. Steals per game, defensive player of the year, Mr. Matisse Thybulle ended up winning that award. And for blocks, it went to Rudy Gobert, but when you're only shooting threes, there's no way Rudy Gobert is guarding you out on the perimeter because he's garbage at doing that. So I guess he wouldn't be getting a lot of blocks anyway, as Minnesota sweeps the Miami Heat, and Karl Anthony Towns is your finals MVP. Man, you know, everyone says, or not everyone, I think the only one who says he's the greatest three-point shooting of all time is himself and Ty Debo. But hey, he calls himself the greatest three-point center of all time, and he only shot 2 for 6 in Game 4 of the final. You know what? Ignore it. He's 47% from 3. Actually, let's look at that. If we go to league leaders and look at three-point percentage, Trae Young, Desmond Bane, KD, Booker, Hero, Ingram, and Karl Anthony Towns, a center, has the 9th best shooting percentage out of the entire league for three-point shooting shots, things, you know what I'm saying. Also, why is KCP here? It doesn't matter. Karl Anthony Towns in this simulation might be the greatest three-point shooting center of all time. Here we go. It's time for the third season, and already off the bat, Curry is getting stomped. You know, I spectated him because I was like, you know what? Curry's the greatest three-point shooter of all time. In this kind of league, he should flourish. Well, he's not. You know who is flourishing? Luka. 44 points in the first, week, and he's also averaging a triple-double. Dude's crazy. I will see you guys at the regular season with the end of the regular season with all the award winners and all the cool stuff, and see, if anyone takes over Luka's MVP spot, but I don't think it's going to be happening, as well, Luka's kind of Jesus in this. Well, Luka continues to be one of the most dominant players in NBA history here, winning MVP with 42, 16, and 10, almost a triple-double. Moses Wright wins Rookie of the Year. John Wall is your sixth man of the year, having a career resurgence, 22 points a game. Jonathan Isaac is your defensive player of the year, and Bones Highland ends up winning most improved, averaging 20 points, shooting 45% from the three-point line. Man is hooping, and once again, the Timberwolves are the first seed. Your All-NBA first team is Luka, LaMelo, Zion, Tatum, and Jokic. Second, oh no, because 2K, y'all, okay, I hate when they move to the all-defensive second team. No, I want to see All-NBA second team. We got Trae, we got Cade, we got Durant, we got Giannis, we got Embiid, and then we got Darius, Tyrese, Evan Mobley, Anthony Edwards, and Kristaps, who, as a shooting center, Kristaps probably should be flourishing in this league, as he averaged 27 this season, so that's pretty good. Here we go. We are going to be simulating all the way up into the finals. Hopefully we get a cool matchup, as Mavericks have not won a championship yet in this entire simulation, but hopefully Luka, nope, never mind. All right, we're getting Grizzlies versus the Cavaliers. Grizzlies up 2-0 here. I believe the Cavs only have Darius Garland and Mobley, as well as the Grizzlies having Ja and Jaren Jackson Jr., so it's a nice little 2v2 kind of matchup here, but the Grizzlies are stomping them. I was gonna simcast, so they also have Sexton and Jared Allen. I don't know what I'm talking about. You know, I was going to simcast and be like, hey, what if we get into a close game? That'd be really cool. Also, why does it say give less minutes to Victor Oladipo? Who has Victor Oladipo on their team? It doesn't matter. With this lead, it looks like the Grizzlies are going to sweep and win the NBA championship. Ja Morant, 34. Dylan Brooks, 29. Jaren Jackson Jr., 28. Christian Wood is on this team. Oh, wow. They got some cool people. They got Pirtle over here. They got Luka Garza. They got Larry Nance. They got kind of a squad with them. And the Cavs, I'm assuming, are the team with Oladipo, which maybe that's why they lost, because they played too many minutes to Oladipo, because he went 2 for 12. That's really sad, Oladipo. And Steven Adams loses to his former team, and Derrick Rose is on this team. Boogie Cousins is on this team. Cavs are really trying to remake that squad with LeBron and still could not get it done. Hell, they even got Aaron Gordon. I don't know what this team is, but that team is just a bunch of losers, as the Memphis Grizzlies are your NBA champions. Ja Morant ends up winning a finals MVP here in Season 3. At the start of Season 4, LaMelo is your highest rated player, followed by Ja Morant, Giannis, Luka, Zion, Tatum, and Shea, and a couple of other dudes. But, you know, I was scrolling through the rosters to see if anything crazy happened, and, you know, Embiid still on the Sixers, Giannis still on the Bucks, but we get to Chicago. Chirac, the Mr. Bulls. I don't know why I call them Mr. Bulls. Basically, look at the Chicago Bulls roster. We have Lonzo Ball. Okay, cool. He's been pretty good in the simulate. Okay. Gobert, Vucevic, Levine, the Lou Dortcher chamber. Bro, this team is stacked. By stacked, I mean they got these 5 players. I don't know which one of these 3 are going to end up being their small forward, or maybe shooting guard. I don't know. One of them's going to have to play shooting guard. My bet is they put Nikola Jokic at the 3, Gobert at the 5, Vucevic at the 4. Hey, I think that's a perfect lineup. Who knows? They also got Grant Williams, who's also a shooter. So, hey, maybe they're going to be okay. I didn't really see any other crazy rosters here. I mean, Tatum has Nurkic on his team now, whatever. We got Kawhi and Jose Alvarado. I never know how to pronounce his name. Paul George is still here, and so is Dean Wade. Shout out Dean Wade. Everybody loves Dean Wade. And Jaylen Brown went to the Grizzlies. I am now sick to my stomach that he left the Celtics. It's cool. It's whatever. Here we go. Season 4. Let's sim to the regular season. And is Luka gonna once again have a crazy season and be MVP? Most likely. At this point, I'm ready to crown Luka Doncic. Dude, somebody commented on my TikTok saying I pronounce Giannis wrong, which is false. I know how to pronounce Giannis, but 99% of the other hard names I can't pronounce. I know it's Luka Doncic. Doncic. Okay, let's move on. Luka, 38, 15, 10. Everything's okay. Brandon Boston, Rookie of the Year, 20. I'm so mad I can't pronounce Luka. No, that's gonna bother. It doesn't matter. Ayo. See? I can say Giannis correctly because that's how you say Giannis. Someone came at me on TikTok and said I was pronouncing Giannis. No, I know how to say Giannis, but Ayo Dasunamu? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'll be real with y'all. I don't know how to pronounce Ayo's name. Really disrespectful, giving I like him and Kofi Cockburn. I know that's not how you pronounce Kofi's last name. It's Coburn, but it's still funny. Okay, Ayo, what's up, bro? Jonathan Isaac, I can pronounce that one. Precious Achiwawa. 20 and... I'm scared, guys. I don't want to speak on videos anymore when it comes to NBA basketball players' names, because they're difficult to pronounce. This is why wrestling schooler, because, they're stupid and they have to make names pronounceable. Like in wrestling, every single player's name is pronounceable because Vince McMahon goes, Ayo, the kids can't pronounce this name, so change it to this. In NBA, nobody gives no two nothings, okay? If somebody wants to have a name that looks like a kindergartner scribbled all over it, they can. I don't have control of that. Neither does the league. That's their birth name. What am I gonna say? Hey, you're the MVP. Your name needs to be Brent Barry. Wait, no, Brent Barry's a real person. It doesn't matter, okay? You get my point. Look at that. Isaiah Stewart, beef stew. Everybody loves some beef stew. Getting 21 a game. Also, whoa, what is this team? Hold up, we got Cade, Andrew Wiggins, Fred VanVleet, Miles Bridges, and Drummond, and D-Rowe. This is a super team and a half. And what do we got over in Houston? Houston, we have a problem. Your best player is Marvin Bagley. That's the problem. Actually, I think I just saw they have Michael Bridges. Dude, battle of the bridges. The Bridges battle. If I was, you know, the guy who, like, was in charge of advertising for this NBA Finals, I would just be like, hey, hey, it's the battle of the bridges. As Pistons, their bridges is better. Cade Cunningham is your finals MVP. And in season 4, Cade is doing good. Also, Chris Paul on the Magic, DeRozan on the Lakers. Drew Holiday retired on the Pelicans, and D-Rose retired with a championship like he deserves. Good for you, D-Rose. John Wall, he retires for Dallas. I don't know why that would really matter. Klay Thompson is a Pelican. Ew, disgusting. But hey, at least he had an okay career, I guess. Seth Curry, Joe Ingles. Hey, you guys can shoot threes. You're supposed to be, like, good in this league. Why are you retiring? I don't know. Let's just get to Season 5, man. Let's see who wins MVP in the final season. Anybody have any predictions? Please predict it, because guess what? It's probably Luka donkey kick, okay? It's probably Hooka Luka. You know the guy, you know the meme, you guys remember that meme? Luka's probably winning MVP again. Holy cow, it's the final season, and someone took over the name of basketball Jesus. LaMelo Ball, 39, 12, and 11 with 3 steals. Dude went crazy to win MVP. David Johnson ends up winning Rookie of the Year. He was drafted 4 years ago in terms of the timeline of this simulation, and now he's finally getting minutes and winning Rookie of the Year. Good for you. Ayo did some of the wins 6th Man of the Year on a brand new team. So, hey, he's actually doing crazy in this simulation. Giannis comes back, wins Defensive Player of the Year while playing for the Spurs. You know, Pop really got in his head. And then Moses Moody averaged 27 and 4. Bill Olsen is your Coach of the Year. I don't know who he coaches. Dallas is the first seed here. So, hey, maybe, wait, okay, I was about to say, no way. How did you give the MVP? Okay, he just dropped 46-14. Not gonna disrespect him, but he's barely in playoffs. I don't know if he should be winning MVP. It's fine, though. It's the last season. Dallas is already out. So is Cleveland, because I'm controlling Cleveland, because I wanted to follow their career. It's Chicago. It's Chirac. We're about to see Chirac win a championship. Do you see who's on the Chirac? Like, Lonzo's putting up 47. Dude's great. Lonzo and Jokic, that is not a duo that should be, like, allowed. Game 1, bam, Grizzlies end up winning right there. But hey, whatever. Oh, they got Ayo. Never mind. I think we all know who's winning this. It's the Grizzlies, because they got Ayo. Ayo. John Morant wins your finals MVP. Shout out to Ayo Dosunmu. With that finals, you know, a bunch of players retire. You know, it's fine. Of course they retire. You know why they're retiring? Because that marks the end of the video. I said it was going to be a 5-year simulation. So that does it for this video. What if every NBA player could only shoot 3-point shots? I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a fun little video. Nothing crazy, nothing long. Yeah, sub up if you're new. Would appreciate that. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below. I don't know who you think the greatest 3-point shooter. I feel like that's like a unanimous decision. Comment down below your favorite 3-point shooter in the league besides like Steph Curry. All right, you cannot choose Steph Curry for an answer. Other than that, that's gonna do it for me. As always, been your boy Little Codeine. Peace out.